This is system test 2 of the Fireworx FX-64 addressable fire alarm control panel. I've gotten some more devices, as you can see. Not brand new, but this is a FX-278 pull station, a Kit A smoke and heat detector combination, the newer ones. I actually really like these devices, the way that they look. This is a FX smoke detector. A little bit of an older smoke detector that was released with this panel. Over here I have a relay module set up to act like a door magnet relay as a part of the test system. I have this key switch over here, which is attached to this monitor module just as a demo until I can get another device there. When I eventually build a demonstration board, there will be three pull stations, hopefully 2 addressable and 1 conventional hooked up to here. 2 smoke detectors, and then I'll have another module as well, which is the 2-wire detector as well. This is my first addressable panel, so I've been kind of working with all its functionalities and what it can and can't do. So without further ado, let's test the brand new Kit A smoke and heat detector. Let's hope that worked. Yep, there we go. I have the system sensor strobe. I have more devices coming in this week, so I'll have a Kit A remote LED strobe and then a low frequency device as well. So let's go ahead over here. Acknowledge that. Silence that. Okay, give that a second to kind of air out. As you can see with these devices, any one of these addressable devices, if they are flashing red, that means that they're activated. If they're flashing greens, that means that they are in normal condition, as you can see. This one is flashing red, so as you can see. This one's in green. So, I also have another module coming as well. That's for the 2-wire detectors that would interface between a system sensor, IWB, 4WB smoke detector, and the addressable panel. So, let's go ahead and reset. The door magnet relay over here, I have set up to have a button on the panel as well. And I'm not logged in, so let me go ahead and log in. But the idea behind that is that it would be something found out in the real world. So we'll click that on. And we hear a click, and our little flash red. Then we click it again to turn it off. Okay, so let's do the pull station now. Classic pull station, lift and pull. Acknowledge that. Strobe's going. Silence that. Reset the pull station. So up here. There we go. And then we'll go ahead and reset. Eventually I want to get one of the Edwards key test stations instead of the system sensor. That's an eventual thing, so that way the panel, the pull stations, and all the devices have the same key. I think it would just be more realistic than having a specific different key for each device. So, okay, so we've done that one, Let's manually activate this one through the panel. So if we go ahead into the programming, we go to test fire, and we put in the device. I believe that's device number 2. Yep, and we hit enter, and then we hit start. It will set off the detector. So we'll wait till it flashes red, or green, I'm sorry. There we go, and I'll hit it, and it activates the detector as if it was set off. And acknowledge that, silence that. So the point of that is it will communicate with the device, tell it that it's activated, and then activate the normal panel protocols. So the the relay did activate. If we did a drill function, it would not activate the other devices such as the door magnet relay or access control relays or anything like that. It will just activate the strobes. So, yep, that's flashing red. We can go ahead and reset that. And the last thing I'll do is activate the key switch once that resets. This is a great starter panel for anyone that has not dealt with addressable devices before, because it has it's more user friendly than I would say like some of the larger notifier panels. It's really easy to use, and it auto programs a lot, so it knows that this is a smoke and heat. It knows that that's a relay module, and you can just set it up to different groups. So one of the great things with this panel, it has different what they call correlation groups. So like if this was like, let's say this was a kitchen system release pull station, and then you had a relay controlling the actual release of the like the fire extinguishing products. So if I wanted to pull this and it would activate the fire alarm and that, but not, let's say, the lockdown procedure, it could do that. You could say that this is group 3. This pull station, this, and then all the horn strobes, NAC1 activates it in group 3. So that way, if you have a different pull station in a different area of the building, that this activates the fire side of it, this would be group 1. So it wouldn't activate the kitchen system, but it would still activate the horn strobes and everything else, the door magnet relay and stuff like that. So you can actually group devices, and then you can also have ones that umbrella over every group, like the NACs, or like the fire system. So I find that really interesting, and it's great for a first panel where you can say, okay, I can have another horn, like maybe I'll do that next system test. I'll have 2 devices, and I'll have them on each different NAC, and then I'll have each device activate a different NAC, and then I'll have another device, like the smokes will activate the entire thing, where a pull station will only activate 1 NAC. To kind of have an example of like a high-rise building where if you have a pull station activation and you don't want to actually dump or evacuate the whole building, if it's a pull station you just want to have the floor evacuate, that's what that would kind of be used for. Where if you have a smoke detector and there's an actual emergency, you want to actually evacuate the entire building. So that's why you would have different control groups. So let's activate this. And just the same thing as the pull station. Just says like a duct key, acknowledge, silence, and reset. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. This system will be expanding greatly. There's a lot of potential. 64 devices for a hobby system is a lot of devices. So this is only, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is only 5 out of the 64 that we can have. So I would like to use this panel to its full functionality. I'll have different devices do different things and things like that. So kind of an example of real life. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for System Test 3.